Welcome to another episode of Making It Monday with your hosts, Ann and Stacey.
Hello, and welcome to a special edition of our little talk show that we do. I am Ann, and this is Stacey. And today we are going to do a special Wind Down Wednesday. And with the holidays coming up, it's a great time to pair food and some of your favorite alcoholic beverages together as gifts or just for your own party at home. And so we'd like to talk about how you should utilize your dietitian, your chef, and your wine specialist and try to kind of come up with some creative ways to make your holiday even more special. So we've got a few examples here, and I kind of gussied up our wine bottles with a fun little food and wine pairing with chocolate. But we kind of are going to focus on how you should do wine and food pairings. I have my own version, and so does Stacey, so she will share hers as well. But Stacey's going to actually kind of demonstrate mine. And we've got chocolate and food with a specific type of wine. And this one is a Moscato. And a Moscato is a kind of a sparkly, sweet wine. And it does have a little bit of a buttery undertone to it. So what I did is I paired it with a nice cheese that also has a butter undertone to it. So, and then also a milk chocolate that has a little bit, a dark chocolate that has a little bit of toffee bits in it. And I paired it with a nice little buttery cheese and also a dark chocolate that has orange bits in it. And that partners well with the citrusy flavor in the wine. So when you do wine pairings, what you first want to do is grab the wine, which Stacey is really good at, and then you smell the wine and you swirl the glass to try to get those flavors out of the actual wine. So then you can also use your olfactory senses to taste. It's sweet. It smells
sweet, light, refreshing.
Good. And then you take a sip of the wine before you eat any of the cheese or the chocolate. So you get that good base flavor. So what are you getting from that?
It is very sweet. It's a very good wine to start into the wine drinking if you'd like. There's some berries and there's some
good appetizer type of a wine before you eat a meal. So now she's going to try the actual cheese, which is a Manchego cheese. It's a sheep cheese that has a good butter undertone. It is a Spanish cheese. And once she chews that and puts that on her taste buds, then she's going to take another sip of the wine. And then she's going to tell us the flavors that she experiences with the cheese.
So you can actually taste the butter, and it comes out a lot better with just the wine as opposed to just with the cheese. And it kind of cuts down that sweetness that you've got. So it's very appealing.
Completely different wine when you consume it. So then she's going to try the dark chocolate with the orange bits. And that's going to hopefully, you get chocolate. Yes. Because that's also going to change the actual flavor of the wine as well. And usually that citrus undertone with the orange bits in the chocolate, dark chocolate is not super sweet either. So that's going to help kind of take the sweetness out of the wine as well. So she's digesting and
Ready.
Ready.
So with the orange, it actually complements the citrus and like the lemony notes behind the wine, and then the chocolate actually it makes it a little bit sweeter as opposed to the buttery feel. So it's it's the same wine, but it actually tastes a little bit different depending on what you like to do.
And that's what's fun about doing this. As a dietitian, we can all drink a glass of wine and we can all eat appetizers, but if you actually are tasting and smelling your food, you actually slow down and tend not to overeat all those good, delicious, rich foods over the holiday. So, Stacey, do you want to share with me how you like to do your wine and food pairings?
Well, easy, simple way to do this with proteins is a lot of people say white with the lighter protein. So like you want to do like your Chardonnays with your fish and your chicken, and then your more robust wines with like your Cabernet with your beef and your lamb and stuff like that. It's just an easy way, but the best part of planning a meal and a party is that you can actually do a taste testing before, and you can figure out, you can either do it yourself or you can invite friends over before it.
That's kind of fun too.
Which is nice.
And you don't need to have expensive wines,
right.
Correct? And you don't need to have expensive food. I wouldn't have Velveeta as your cheese because that's probably not going to pair with something that great, but it's kind of fun to explore the different.
It's good with box wine.
Let's go with Let's go with Franzia. Yeah, definitely. But it's fun to explore some different things, especially over this special season. So we hope you enjoyed our Wind Down Wednesday and go experience or gift some of these wonderful pairings.